Good morning, Merry Christmas, everyone. It's 26th of December, Unboxing Day here in UK, and let's do a 2023 reading. I will add one more option for a pile selection, and that will be Ching hexagram. I recently started this. I'm actually attending Qigong, and the teacher inspired me to start reading a bit of this Tai Chi and Qigong and I Ching books, and I started a bit kind of understand the philosophy and couple it with what I know, and I kind of like it. So I know that the I Ching is that's not the proper way how to select or how to read or how to answer the question. You need to do it with the coins and with the sticks because it's important. The chain line is very important, but for the purpose of a message, this could be enough. So apart from these Christmas ornaments, which are here above, for each pile I will add one I Ching hexagram. The description doesn't really say a lot, so you don't know what you will uncover behind, but intuitively, if you have enough intuition, you can actually select the one which would be a message for you. So let's start. So for pile number 1, where we have this angel bell as a symbol, let's see, pile number 1, what would be the I Ching symbol for a hexagram or message, let's say message for 2023, the most important message, of course, the current message. Let's see. Okay, so we have 29 dangerous depths. Okay, water over water. Okay, so for pile number 2, which has this green Christmas tree bulb and the top tarot. So pile number 1 is rather white tarot. Pile number 2 is a top tarot. What has this message? It's 63 after completion. For pile number 4, we have this snowman in a pigeon, in a penguin uniform, and the psychic tarot. What is the I Ching message for pile number 3? It's 56, the wanderer. Okay, so for pile number 4, we have this snowflake and the light seer tarot, and the message is message is 61, centering in truth. Okay, so for pile number 5, we have this jingle bell, this one, and we have a message. Three difficulties at the beginning. And for pile number 6, we have this angel with the heart in its hand with the red dress, and the Osho Zen Tarot. And the message is okay, and it's gentle penetration 57. Okay, so use your intuition and select the pile, and let's go with the reading. See you in a pile. I hope you can see. It's too much of a light, maybe. This one was better. Okay. And see you in the reading. Hello, good morning. Pile number 1, those one who resonates with 29 and the dangerous depths. It's a hexagram which is consist of 2 waters, so water over water, so a lot of water. That's why the name is dangerous depths. Yeah, so water can be still and nice. We can nicely swim. It's very soft, but when it hits, it destroys. So the dangerous depth is giving a message that it's head over heart, and it's saying persist. So for 2023 message, it would be you will be exposed potentially to the dangerous depths, and you would need to know how to navigate in these conditions. You would need to know how to jump into the current if it's necessary, into the whirlpool, that the current would bring you out naturally. The explanation is also talking about that we need to bring out lessons we learned and apply them here. So don't go with the same manner or same attitude as you went last time if it wasn't successful. Of course, if it was successful, just use it. But first of all, it's talking about letting the intuition guide you, and don't expose. Wait, persist, wait until you know it was a movie and the book. Oh, I forgot. Uh, when he was in a prison and he was counting waves, and every day he was watching the waves and watching the behavior of the sea to understand how he can escape through the sea out of the prison, and that was the only way. I forgot the name. Oh my god! And it's very known film with the testimonial. But but yeah, uh, so we need to understand when and how to jump into the water, and then when our mind is actually calculating this and see, okay, I need to jump when all 7 waves pass, then I'm jumping and the 7 waves will bring me out. Let's say that this is the case. I don't know exactly what the case was. But then when we jump into, yeah, so with mind we understand how does it work, but then we really need to trust just to trust and let the current do what it has to do. The current, the wave, the power of the nature do what it has to do. So that's the general message of 29. When you will be faced, let's say that you will be faced, that's the message, that you will be faced with the emotional challenges. You need to listen to your intuition. Okay, so now let's see what the tarot is saying. Okay, so let's see the last year, or the 2022 year. Yeah, so the major achievements of 2022, or lessons, major lessons. This is, apologize, this is a major lesson. This is a major achievement, and what to let go of 2023. Then we have what to expect in 2023. This is 2022, 2023, and what will be the major challenges of 2023. What is the main theme of 2023? The message, advice, whatever, and the transition period. So overall energy of the tarot is a Hierophant in the reverse. So it's an or resistance, or dropping the rules, the society, maybe reject some spiritual teaching. We will see with the cards. The Hierophant in the reverse is a stubborn masculine energy, which is trying to force his rules, or a spiritual teaching in force. Yeah, but let's see, you know, who is this. Yeah, so let's start with the first card, and that's the major lesson. So you dropped, the major lesson is that you had some hope, you had something in the sky, which was not really achievable, and it seems that you had to drop this idea. It's a major arcana, so it was quite important for you, but you realize that you are dreaming too much. It potentially, you maybe reject some kind of a healing, if it was a healing which may be physical healing or psychological feeling. So yeah, the well-being, happiness, and the well-being, yeah, well-being. Sorry. So, and I would say that the major lesson was here that you understand that you have to drop some ideas which are too high fly, or they are not realistic, and it was not possible to achieve them to bring happiness and well-being, or maybe learn how to be happy with what you have and not dream too much. But it was something important. So here you have two major arcanas. So let's see where the things are going. So what was the major achievement? You develop some very nice and good relationship, whether a love, romantic relationship, or just a friendship because Two of Cups is not talking about the passionate love necessary. It's talking about the two equal people uh, who are toasting, and they achieved something together with from heart. They are both happy from heart chakra. It's not profit oriented, if I'm saying, yeah. So it could be also that you, let's say, you got a job which is good, and you feel very equal, very good in this job position. Um, if it's only about you, then it could be that you put yourself in a balance when it comes to the emotional female and male, or feminine and uh, male energy inside of you. You put it in the balance. You understand that you have to have both of the energies to uh, go through the life, and that's somehow, so you maybe achieve this emotional balance within yourself. So it's very similar to this dangerous depth 29, uh, water over water, where we have two young uh, lines surrounded by yin lines. So the feminine lines are surrounding male lines. So uh, the gentle or the soft female energy is overwhelming the straight and rough male energy when it comes to the emotional uh, expressing yourself. So some kind of a balance you achieved. Um, is it with the dropping? Because this is Aquarius, and Aquarius is the air element. So when we are talking about mind, heart situation, is somehow you maybe drop this mind-oriented thing where you would try to follow some star on the sky because of many reasons which mind can uh, mm, directing us, yeah. So let's see what to let go of emotional confusion. So it's a lot of water here, although this is an air element, it's still pouring water here, yeah. So we see that she's taking water with a jar, and he's pouring water here into the earth. But a lot of things are up in the air. So she dropped this. So you, I mean, as this is for many of you, I don't know what all was going on, and many things were going on for each of you. But seems that it was for pile number one, the 2021 was emotionally very challenging, and here we have water, water over water, yeah. So it's a lot of water, and this 7 is a dangerous here from the water. So you need to let go of this behaving which you had when it came to the heart, and make a choice. Because you now understand, you achieved this balance here, emotional balance, and you understand this part, Yeah, you see happiness, and here, so that's the major achievement. You did achieve happiness. You did achieve this happiness here, and you should let go of the emotional confusion. Maybe also of an unorganized way of doing things. So to keep our emotions, if I say under control, it would not be not under control of mind, but make this tranquility. When it comes to a lot of choices, you need to sit down and really think, okay, so what are my options, what they are giving? And then when you do this with the mind, as I said before, yeah, the seventh wave, then you need to feel inside of you which of this one is suits you. What is your guide, inner guide, intuition telling you what to do? Yeah, you maybe need to let go of plenty of material things which can confuse you, and they are lurking here out of this um, chalices, and you are confused. Very synchronized reading here. And this guy here, Pope, he's also very interesting here in this composition. It could be that you stepped out of a society which is too rigid, and the society which is only um evaluating material things as an achievement. You see, you drop. Hmm, okay, let's go. Let's go further. 2023. The theme is a lot of emotions here. So it seems that you need. So it seems that this is about the emotional uh, life. Is it towards yourself or towards someone else? But it looks like that that you are bringing something from 2022 into 2023. So the Knight of Cups is not really a reliable knight. He is offering his cup, but in almost every harbor. Uh, he wants a love, but he can't um, stay in one place at the moment. He is rushing to become a king. Uh, he's not the fastest knight, but he's not the slowest as well. But he's on one side, he's afraid of the emotions. And that's dealing a relationship with a woman. If you are a man listening this, or same-sex relationship, and you are thinking about a woman, uh, the main theme would be, I would say, kind of love with this woman. If there is no particular woman, then if it is a general relationship towards a woman, man, if you are a female listening this, is a woman man relationship. It could be a divorce, having this hierophant here in the reverse. Yeah, so that the main theme would be a divorce, that you made a decision that you've been dreaming about this relationship, but it didn't go, and it was too materialistic oriented or whatever, and now you are finishing this relationship. You found someone else, or it's about the cheating, I don't know, but let's see. Let's see what to expect and what were the biggest challenge. Wow. Past. Past is still blocking you, and it's again emotion. It's water. It's water. This is amazing synchronized reading, really. So we have a devil energy in the reverse, where I would say with these cards all together, this devil in the reverse is not a bad energy, is actually a good energy. And it's you're trying to get off addiction from the past. That would be the major challenge here. But you would be exposed to the dangerous depths. And here you will have to know how to cross this water. What to do with this water. What to do with this emotion. What to do with kind of a woman. I mean, it can be a third party situation where you will be faced with another woman. Where you will be faced with another woman, and you will have to understand what to do with her. Because if you are a woman and it's a romantic relationship and there is another woman, yeah, you will maybe be faced with the challenge to face with her, to face with this emotion. So to step into this water, but this horse is avoiding of this water actually. Yeah? He is still on the ground and he can see here a waterfall and the dangers of the water, and he doesn't know where to step in or not to step in. Yeah. So now, as I said, if you are a male listening this, then this is about one woman, I would say, where you need to approach maybe, but you don't know how. And also, you are very much challenged with the past, and this could be another woman. If you are a female listening this, and that's about the romantic relationship, then it could be very well that this is a third party relationship where there is another woman in this picture. And you need to face this truth, and this person maybe needs to divorce, or the divorce is taking place because of another woman, and there is a past which is challenging here. So we have 15 and the 6, so we have 15, 1 plus 5 is 6, crossing by 6, and the devil is talking about our addictions to whatever, to whatever, to drink, to drugs, or just to watching movies, or to sex, or doesn't matter, but addiction. And you are trying to let go of this addiction, but they will challenge you all the time. Yes, it's about someone going out of your life or at the end of the situation. So that's what to expect. You need to finish something. What is the advice or the message? The message, the advice is the happy end, happy ever after, uh, love. I mean, I can tell you that this Ten of Cups is the happy ever after situation. That the message is follow this everything, and you will experience happy end. That's potentially one message. The other message can be 10 is always the end. So if it was very glamorous, very nice, very whatever, you should be aware that we can't be a very long time in the end position. It comes and then it goes, and the new normal life is starting. So whichever message is suits to you, but being upright is a good message. You will receive a gift. So it's a good message. Let me see this transition. Okay. So it's been hurted. It's been hurt. It's been hard. Sorry, my English is not the best. So I hope you understand. So the Three of Swords is typically presenting the pain which we feel because of the situation which didn't come out as per our expectations. If you are learning a bit of the spirituality, you would understand this message. If you are not, then it would be maybe a bit more difficult. Yeah, but when the times are hard, we are learning. The only one which is hurted in a relationship situations where there is no debts or this kind of things is actually our mind. Because if we would really truly love someone, we would let go of whatever situation. We would just let go. Yeah. So the advice or the message is, I would say, that you need somehow to strive for the Ten of Cups with the understanding that everything has its end. So the general happiness does not last forever, as well as the general bottom down is not um, stay forever. Yeah. So you are seems to pulling out. It's in the reverse. So seems you are pulling out this Three of Swords. That's the transition period, and it seems that you are successful. You've been successful. So you ended, or you had quite a good outcome of 2022. I apologize, I had to stop. I'm not sure where I ended this my text, but the transition is obviously giving a bit of this carriage system, a journey, mental, probably mental, not physically. So you are moving from one situation, so you gain a lot of knowledge. So seems this one is somehow connected to this one and this one and this one, but you did achieve balance in yourself, or you do understand what is the happiness. So uh, you know, you understood what the way to the happiness is. There will be a challenges, as the hexagram is saying, dangerous depths. But with all this knowledge which you gain in 2022, I suppose you know how to come out, especially because here is advice and the message which is saying that you will receive a gift. You will receive this happy ever after. You will receive this happiness, but be aware that after that moment, the new life is starting. So the new challenges, the new things. So it doesn't last forever, and also know how to behave. Yeah. So when you will win potentially the situation, if there is kind of a three-party situation, if you will win, be generous to those one who will lose. That's one option. If the option is that you are moving out of the third party situation, leaving everything behind, then do it also with the dignity. Yeah, it will bring you a happiness. So it's a good year ahead for you, and seems especially in the area of the emotions. So whether it's uh, a romantic, it's quite a romantic reading, but it's, as I'm usually saying, we can apply to any other situation where you will come in, because you came into the balance with your own emotions. So when we are talking head over heart, you know, you gained this balance, you know what it is. It will be clunky a bit in this transition period. It seems that you will be facing challenges, but since this devil is in the reverse, it also seems that you will be able to um, overcome this situation. So now, or someone will go out of your life, yeah, it depends on which situation is, or it will be the end of the situation. Yeah, so if you were in I will just put as an example, and then you apply to your situation. Yeah? So if you are in the third party situation, if you are married to this person, this will be end in 2023, and you will be happy ever after. Yeah, if you are the third party, for example, the third one, you will move away, move out of this understanding that there are other people, um, and you will let them be a married couple. Or, I mean, of course, it's possible also that this person is going to divorce, since we have here this Hierophant in the reverse, and he will choose you, or she will choose you over the other person. And then you need to understand that this will be happy ever after, but immediately after that, life will start with this person. So you will be facing with the challenges of love, of a relationship. If this is a job, it's it could be the same if you quit with some job, or if someone uh, or if you lost your job, um, and you went through hard feelings, uh, you achieved to understand your inner balance, your gut feeling, and you are moving towards the good direction. You do somehow regret over the past, but you are moving forward. So it will be the end of the situation, and you will understand that that it is it is a good situation. You need to let go of materialism in any situation. I will leave this reading here. I think that the I Ching is bringing so much of a message that I'm not going to mess up with any other oracle cards. I think that's just good enough. Thank you very much, pile number one, and I hope see you in another reading. Thank you. Bye. Hello, pile number two. Those one who resonate with the after completion hexagram or the completion hexagram, depends on which author you are reading. It's not yet not fulfilled sometimes. Sometimes it's the completion. So why it's so from the I Ching philosophy? As I already explained in part number one, I'm not expert. I've just started to learn. So that's not proper way of doing I Ching divination, because you need to do it with the coins, see which lines are changing. This is for the message purpose. Yeah. So 63 is the one before last hexagram, and it's a perfect situation. It's the water over fire, and it's when the water is burning properly. Yeah, so with the fire, water is heated and the cycle is fulfilled. Yeah, so the water is burning, the steam is coming out, and the rain, and so on. So that's the perfect situation. Also, that's the only hexagram explained by I Ching where each yang line is on the odd place, which is where it should be, and every yin line is on the sorry, it's yin line is in the even line. Yeah, so the where it should be. Yeah. So we can see it's follow each other. So we have yang yin, yang yin, yang yin. Yeah. So that's the perfect situation. But the philosophy of I Ching is saying that, and that's also the theory of the information technology, that each system is tending to go into the chaos. And the explanation is that when people are achieving perfect situation, they are losing their focus. So they are flying on the wing of success. They want more success. They are a bit blind with what they've achieved, and they lose this concentration which they had when they were going toward the success, when they fight different obstacles in their life. Yeah, so the hexagram, so that's why the 63 cannot be the end from the I Ching perspective. So there is 64 after that, which is the water over fire. Sorry, it's fire over over water. So changing any line of this line when we are throwing the coins is actually bringing to a completely new situation. Yeah. So the message here is now, I mean, apply it to yourself, but the general message is take care of a perfection, of the perfect situation in which you are. It doesn't mean, I mean, it can sound very pessimistic, and some people will say, oh, no, again, enjoy. Of course, you have to enjoy in the perfect situation if you have a perfect situation, but don't be blind. Don't think that it will really last forever just by itself. You need to put some effort to last, and To do this, you need to be aware of the others, you can't exhaust others for for your fulfillment, for more success, and so on. Yeah. So let's see from the cards where the tarot cards will go with this, and see how they are matching with this hexagram. The pile number one was matching very good for those one who can identify, of course, themselves with the message in the tarot card of the pile. So don't rush to pile number one now. Um, because and don't try to force yourself to fit into the situation. If you find yourself not being in a perfect situation and not then matching with the tarot cards, just don't try um, to fit in. Go into another pile, go to another reading, another reader. Just really don't try to fit into this, because it doesn't have any sense if you want to fit into this. Yeah, it makes sense only if you can identify yourself with this situation. So 2023, let's see, pile number 2. Okay, so upper is, let's see, the past year, so the major lesson from the 2022, a major achievement in 2022, and what to let go from 2022. What to expect in 2023, and what would be the biggest challenges in 2023? What would be the theme of 2023, advice for 2023 or message, and the transition. Completion 10, number 10. Number 10 in tarot is also presenting the completion, although it's 10 of swords, and you might be thinking, okay, I've been stopped, but 10 is the end of the situation. Yeah, so it can't be worse. So now the new situation will appear, the new day is dawning, and you start to recognize certain things. So some message maybe is coming true, which is going to push you some truth maybe is coming true, which is going to push you out of this devastating situation in which you are, which you actually caused by your mind, because swords are mind, and you are actually, you suffered for you felt, you are feeling betrayed, and you still maybe felt this, but it's going away. The new day is trying to come out. So that's the general message of the reading, and it's quite in matching with this competition from the I Ching. It's a 10 is the last stage. Okay, so let's see the major lessons. Past harmony. So the major lesson is coming from a past. It's upright, so I'm reading reversals, and I would say it's a nice memory, but it's also kind of a lesson from these innocent times where everything was very nice. So we can see those chalices are in a perfect shape, but we can also see that there is a rough water behind. Yeah, so it seems like this past, or this thinking about the past, about the nice things, is protecting us from the rough water. It's like we would go back to our mother, our childhood where everything was very ideal and we were not able, or we were not able to recognize the dangers of the outside world. You are highly thought of, so maybe some person from past is thinking of very much, or you are thinking about some person. I mean, Six of Cups is actually a nice, gentle energy. So, or you know that someone is thinking of you very much and you just enjoy this, but not with kind of uh, a revenge, or oh, now you are thinking of me and so on, but really enjoy with the past. It could also present this actually ideal situation, because they are also in the ideal shape and they're presenting water. Yeah. Okay, so let's go here. Major achievements. You finished some projects, some very creative projects. You deliver a baby, could be, or you delivered something new to the world. You finished some project, you with the softness and kindness, or you achieve this softness and kindness. You get married for someone very important for you. It's a female energy. It's the Empress energy. She's taking care after everyday life in the kingdom. You maybe achieved very high material position as well. She is earth energy, so she is delivering tangible things of what is earthly. Since I'm reading reversals, I would say that this is a positive aspect of Empress. Dealing in a relationship with the man with the dark complexion or hair. Uh, you were very creative. Whatever this dark man means here. I don't know, I didn't want to read a relationship reading, but now both of the piles are tending to be a relationship reading. But let's see what to let go. Okay. So now going through the hexagram with these cards, I would say that so first of all, Ace of Pentacles is a kind of a maturity, and it's an investment, is an investment, is an new beginning, and it's also presenting a material, tangible things. Okay, this one really wants to come out. You will be playing a different role, yeah. So now, as said, going back here, it could be that you've been in kind of a perfect situation in 2022. And maybe in a material sense, you've been in the perfect situation. But it seems that the I Ching is also warning you to let go of any kind of investment, being so sure that what you are bringing through from 2022 is that perfection which will remain forever. Yeah. So the main achievement is the Empress, and she could, of course, present a perfection, yeah, because she's upright, and in her upright positions, she's creative. If you deliver the baby, be aware that the problems are starting now. So it's amazing. Enjoy in this time with the new baby, but be aware that a baby will grow, and with the growing, the new challenges will come here. So this lesson from a past and a highly thought of is a bit confusing me, because I would say that the, this is a lesson. The past was ideal, and you are highly thought of by someone which or whom you maybe let go, and now, but you achieved a lot from a material perspective, or maybe you achieved a lot. uh, you've been very creative. You built the empire. You built a sweet, nice, warm home, maybe around this dark man. But now you should let go of materialism, which maybe guided you, and it was necessary because we need to build our home, and for our home we need material things. But here you have a lesson which is enjoyment or fulfillment. Maybe you sacrifice true emotions, this true childhood emotions, or someone from your past you left behind to achieve this situation, this to build this home from a materialistic perspective. So nothing is wrong. All cards are upright. Nothing is wrong. So it's like after completion situation. So it's the ideal situation is at the moment. But you need to be aware when you are standing in front of the material challenges of a new investment, of more success. Will it really bring you a happiness? Because lesson here is some happiness, enjoyment from the past. Okay, so let's see this, what to expect and the biggest challenges. Okay, so with the Prince of Cups or the Knight of Cups in the Rider White Tarot, it seems that you will be challenged by the emotions. And the Knight of Cups is the air element of the water. So he is head over heart. He is flying over the water of the emotions, but he is kind of afraid of landing in. You know, he is just looking there. He will maybe throw a bouquet, but he is going to be afraid of. And here we have Four of Cups, which is challenging us, and that's do we it's kind of a boringness, yeah. So it's it's again ideal situation, which is tense to, it's too ideal and you don't like it. So here is a kind of a boringness coming to me. But let's see. And we have here Ten of Swords and the message and the truth. Message which needs to come through the air. The message of truth with the Ace of Swords. Which is trying to come through and release this Ten of Swords. Okay, so what is the 2023 theme? So let's just pull one of this, tea leaf for this, what to expect and the biggest challenge. An exciting event, which is this one, this Eight of Wands here. Okay, so we have a Magician in the reverse, so kind of a theme will be is it a communication problem? Is it trying to manipulate something? A manipulation with the information? Or is it not being able to use all tools which are available to you to do something? Spiritual love. It seems that this is a broken communication with someone from the past, where it's a highly thinking of probably both sides, and it's a spiritual love. And you're waiting for this message, but the communication itself is broken, and like you don't have the tools to do anything about it. What is the advice and the message? Interesting. So it's trust. It's trust, release, trust, go with the flow. It's a springtime, it's a Fool, it's an enormous trust and the gut feeling and the empty head. Not being afraid of anything and not really knowing anything. So no calculation behind. And it's a circle. It's starting over something. starting again, starting over. Sorry, I need to make a pause because the cards drop. Very interesting. So the chain of events will affect your life, and you will find yourself again into the same position as you've already been. Let me see this transition. Wow. Okay. Yes, so now it's quite clear. So it's tower, it's burst of a strong energy, which is going to destroy this ideal situation from 2022 and will bring you to the new challenges. So how would I read this now completely with the I Ching, with the energy, and with these cards is that you've been working quite hard into something. Is it the job? Is it the love? Is it the marriage? Is it whatever, friendship, whichever situation? You've been working quite hard and you achieved a lot. And 2022 was a culmination. And now it's saying, let go of a new investment. Now turn inwards and start doing something on your emotions. Because here you have a broken communication with someone, could be friend, could be whoever, past love, I don't know, whatever it was, yeah, where you want actually to reach out, but uh, you can't, you are blocked, you're waiting for is also a waiting for, so you kind of something is blocked here, but the chain of events are going to bring you into the new situation, and the tower is going to destroy this 10 of swords and probably bring this excited event, the chain of event, and so on and so on. So this 63, which is like you maybe feel that this is the end, it's not. It will be quite challenging, this transition, and the 2023 will actually, you are maybe now driving, you lost your orientation and the control, you think that the life is will just continue as it is for those years, because you maybe do not understand that you put quite some efforts, that this situation is as it is, and now you think you can just lie on the wings of the success, not doing anything else. But chain of events, which is the message here, the position of the message. So each of these placement has its own message, but I mean position. Question. Yeah. So this is the message or the advice. This is what to expect. This is a transition. This is the achievement. Yeah. So you achieved a lot. So I mean, for each of you, this dealing in a relationship with the man with the dark or complexion, hair, I don't know, it's up to you to understand who this presents in your life. But if it is no one, just don't try to force, just don't try to find one XYZ person who has nothing to do with you and bring it into this reading. Oh, that's probably this person. If there is no such a person, it can't come into your mind. Maybe it will later on come when these things will start to developing. You will understand that it's, oh, that's this person. It could be, yeah. Yeah, this will last. This is, I mean, that's usually, yeah. So the strike is coming, the is coming, and or the thunder is coming, and then it's the thunderbolt is coming, and then it's the end. Then everything is destroyed. We have uh, everything is burned, and then we need to start building again, going through the star. So for pile number two, I would say like this with the I Ching message. It seems the 2022 was like ideal for you. You enjoyed in the fruits of your labor. You've been very creative. You probably did a lot of things, but on the material level. And you forgot a bit about the past, or you maybe even doing everything this, you try to forget the past. But it's not that past which is like, I don't know, hard or something. Um, Maybe you just moved away from the roots, because this is also presenting a childhood. You moved away from the roots, but it didn't disappeared from your subconscious. It's still, it's here, and you are thinking a lot about it, or someone is thinking about you from the past. And the let go message is let go of further investment. Drop these material achievements. Now you've done a lot. You will be playing a different role. So now when you build this, now it's a time to do something for your heart. And it could be that you wouldn't be able to do this, but something will come like a light from the sky. So thunder. It will be short, but it will affect your life, and it will destroy everything, because I think that that's you who is thinking, because, or someone else, and someone else, or you or someone else is almost out of this situation. So this hurt here is almost ended, or it will end it with this message. If it is you, you were trying to suppress this hurt from past, maybe you are thinking about this past very much, or you are aware that you are thinking that you are highly thought of from this past situation, but you try to overcome with the building a new empire. But the universe is saying you will be playing a different role. You will be playing, take care, because the thunderbolt will come, will hit, and it will destroy this kind of stability which you have. And then you will be questioning yourself again. Or this someone from your past will come like all of a sudden, and you will be again challenged with this past. But the message is that you are going to start all over again. The chain of events will actually do this. I mean, I really didn't want to read a love situation only. I wanted to read any situation, any kind of situation, but both of pile 1 and pile 2 reminds me on kind of a love situation. And this one, I forgot completely. I forgot what was in pile 1 really, but here pile 2, it seems that it's something from the past which is coming again, and it will hit you like a thunderbolt, and it's also possible you will feel unable to do anything here, and you will just start all over again. I will finish with this reading here. I'm not going to bring any oracle message because I think that the I Ching is giving enough deep message, so I don't want to put a million of other messages in the cards and these kind of things. I think I would like to stop here. As I said, maybe in the beginning of your reading, or maybe so don't try to fit. If this doesn't fit to your story, drop it. Go to another pile, another reading, another reader. Just don't try to fit into the story. Pile number 2, thank you very much, and I hope see you in another reading. Bye. So, hi, pile number 3, those one who resonates with 56 hexagram, the Wanderer, or maybe just with the Pigeon Snowman, or with the Psychic Tarot. Welcome to this reading. I'm not I Ching expert, so I would just want to warn you. So I started, and I'm using this only as a message. That's not the proper I Ching divination, which needs to be done with the coins or the sticks, because then it brings the full message. But I have a tarot for the full message, and I'm using this only as a start message. So the Wanderer, or the 56 diagram, is the fire over the mountain, and it's translated in I Ching as a wanderer, as a traveler, and it's talking about whether life as a journey, or as the situation as a journey, a project as a journey, doesn't matter. And generally is saying that we need to find focus thing. We need to find what is important on the journey, on the travel. We are traveling. Is it a life? Is it just a situation or whatever? And don't be restless and over the things which are not important. So we are actually faced with the chain of events which are influencing our life, and the life situation is changing, and we need to know how to respond to this situation. So the traveler is, if it is in a strange country, he is always exposed to unknown, and that's for the dangers to misinterpret the situation. So when we are in a strange country, we need to adapt to this country. We need to follow rules and laws of the other country, the local condition, and respect the local law. So we need to try to bring stability into this into the situation in which we are. So generally it's speaking about the traveling, so it's speaking about the changing of the current situation. Is it a message that the 2023 will be a new challenge, a travel through the situation, and you will be faced with the challenges of being on the uncharted, unknown territory, and you will need to bring with yourself in mind that you need to adapt and that you need to respect whatever and wherever you are. This card just wants to fly out. Okay, so let's put the tarot and see how we are in sync with this message. The first two piles were very much in sync with this message, but don't rush it to the first two piles. Okay, so um, 2022, yeah, the major lesson, the major achievement, and what to let go. So 2023, what to expect and what will be the biggest challenge? What will be the main theme of 2023? And what is the advice or the message? It's not, let's see, I mean, could be advice or message. And then a transition. So the general energy of the reading is take a lead. In Rider White Tarot, we can see a man on the shore waiting boat to come into a harbor. Very self-confident, knowing that sooner or later they will come, and he's waiting there. So it's an action of non-action. Yeah. So he is acting, waiting, and immediately when it happens he will take an action, but at the moment he's just waiting because he can't do anything. That's his life situation. Yeah. Wow, amazing. Okay, so let's start reading, then we will maybe come back. Let's see. So the major lesson. So seems we didn't put enough efforts, or we rejected to put efforts into work. We didn't work out what we were supposed to work out in 2022. And that should be a lesson, yeah. The other message, which is Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, giving us is maybe that apart from working somewhere behind, we also need to show up. We need to show what we have done. So other people cannot guess that we've been very creative and doing things if we are not presenting this to other people. So to communicate with the other people. This would be in sync. Wait a second, please. So now I'm not sure I mess it up with pauses and unpauses. This is a temporary problem, dedicated efforts. So we said that the lesson we learned is either we didn't put a lot of or enough efforts to finish our project, and could be that we hope that it's a temporary problem. Let's see what is the major achievement. Wow. We let going with the flow, or we understand the rule of the universe, or we achieve that the universal luck is on our side, or we understand our karma. Whichever is 10 is a major arcana, and it's Wheel of Fortune. In April. Okay, I'll pull another one because this is a month. So did we did we understand that we are actually the lucky one? That apart that, or despite the fact that we didn't put enough efforts, something came out as a good thing. An exciting event happened in April, and we found out that we are actually the lucky one. Let's going forward with the readings. This one is a bit more, let's say, secretive than the other two. What let go? Of some friendship, of a love we feel, or sharing our heart with each and everyone around us. I have a feeling I will have to explain a bit these cards more. So I didn't do this in other piles because the messages were clear. Here I don't really feel very clear message yet. But I will open first all other cards and then we will see. Maybe the truth is hiding here in 2023. So we have shared the love in the reverse. That's Three of Cups in the reverse. That's too much of a parting. Not committed to anything, just rambling around. And letting that the chain of events is actually creating our life. So if I'm looking at the wanderer, which is a traveler actually, yeah, who is here with the hexagram 56, warned actually to stop rambling around, or when we are rambling around, or to concentrate more on kind of an important things. We are always in the nowhere land, we are always in dangers, and maybe we are not even respecting where we are. So it's someone who is not committed to one place, but it's moving from one to another place. It's something is always on the fire. Upper part is always in the fire. So the mountain is substance. It's still there, and the fire is the illumination. And too much unstructured idea in the upper part. But you are the lucky one, so now it's fit into the purpose. You are still the lucky one because you have this mountain, you have this stable environment to return from, and you maybe did understand this, that you are still lucky. You are not, I would say that you didn't put enough efforts. You are rambling too much around, and the chain of events are actually all the time affecting your life. So let's see what to expect and what will be the biggest challenge. So you have a feeling alone, Five of Pentacles, which is left out on the cold in the reverse, which I would read here as a positive card, because it seems that you will try to turn this feeling alone uh, you will start understanding that you are not alone, and that this is only feeling into which you put yourself by traveling too much. So it's not necessarily a physical traveling. It's just maybe you put yourself, or you're going from one friendship to another friendship, and you can't find the route. There's something you would be hold on, but the mountain is actually all the time there. Mountain is not moving. It's a substance. It's there. So you have a mountain, and you maybe slowly start to understand that you have a mountain, but it's a problem of a trust. So the trust is blocking you, so you need to start all over again with the zero, with the fool. But fool has its endless trust. He just trusts that things will uh, the universe is working for him. And although you achieved that, even with all these uh, things where you are not working enough, where you are rumbling around, traveling around from one person to another person, not actually commit yourself to anything, you're actually lucky. The universe is in your side still. But you will continue your fight, and you will have to understand this. The universe is on your side, so the trust is actually blocking you. Is you can't relax. You're restless, or you're a restless traveler. Something is pushing you again into a new position, into a new game. Maybe you will need a vacation. Maybe you will need some free time. Yeah, how to find the balance. You have quite a lot of pentacles, 3 pentacles. And when it comes to the emotions, you are like not on the really right path with the emotions. You are sharing your emotions where you don't need to, and maybe you are not sharing them with those one who you need with. Yeah. So the pentacles, or the mountain is a solid thing. I mean, we can. That's not connected in I Ching. That's what I'm now reading. Yeah. So this solid thing is in the reverse, and that's why you can't commit. You can't stand. You can't commit yourself. You can't be. Um, you're restless. You're traveling. Yeah, or you would need a good fortune, or you will have a good fortune, although you can't find the balance, although you are unbalanced. And that will be the main theme. Let's see a message. Yeah, seek the truth is a hermit. Go inward and seek the truth. So here you see we have this third eye chakra, and the strength, or control, and then we have take the lead, which is 3 of Wands. So I would say that's the advice to the traveler, to stop traveling, Ground yourself. That would be the action. That's the action of non-action, yeah. Ground yourself, go inward, use your ability of the third chakra, because the third chakra is trying to tell you something. Take a control over your life. Don't leave the change of events are um, actually tumbling you around, especially emotionally. Try to turn this balance upward and these dedicated efforts upward. So this one, Five of Cups in the reverse, is not that bad, because that's actually, I would say, in this reading, I would say, I'm not reading always this reverse Five of Pentacles on the same way, but here in this reading, it seems to me that it is a positive, that you're and you do understand that you are not alone. But maybe you do understand with the mind, but you can't understand this with the heart. But it seems that you are like a lucky person. Now it's saying the message or the advice is go inwards. Try, I don't know, yoga, breathing, whatever will bring you the truth. Seek for the purpose of love, of life. You're too much traveling, your mind is traveling, you can't stabilize yourself. So the advice is stop this traveling, put efforts into something, and find the inner strength and the inner truth. Yeah, taking a vacation. Yeah, taking a vacation, but the and here you have a vacation. What to expect? And here you have a vacation. So do some yoga, do some retreat. Let's see the transition. Yeah, you've been stuck, and it seems that you reached the turning point. So from the observant, from the hanged man, who is also trying to find the truth, but he is sacrificing himself for a certain for a certain thing. You need the message is go into the higher mode of the hangman, and what you've gained, apply and go into this mode. But it could also be, you know, that you do not respect the other position, which is here saying, and that in a transition you will actually be faced with the challenging road, or with the turbulent world of understanding the other viewpoint. Yeah, and this would bring you success. Now I'm thinking to put a bit of the explanation on your cards, because your cards are not that clear as in other piles were. So I'll just put another layer of, and I will use Oshozen. And let's see what the Oshozen additionally saying for pile number 3, I think. Yeah. So universe, can you additionally explain these dedicated efforts in the reverse on the major lesson for pile number 3? Achievement, can you explain a wheel of fortune or a flow on the achievement for pile number 3? Okay. And the 3 of cups in the reverse for what to let go for pile number 3. Okay. What to expect and the biggest challenge. Additional explanation for pile number 3. The theme of the 2023 for pile number 3. And the advice or the message. Why is and the transition. Okay, so pile number 3, you have a bit more difficult situation than pile number 1 and 2 from cards perspective. If you don't recognize this, go into another piles or go into another reading or reader. So it seems that you have 2 8s here as a major lesson, and one is you didn't put a lot of efforts and now you are trying to actually get off. You feel guilty, but you're trying to get off this guiltiness. You try to not feel guilty for what you haven't done in the past. Clouds, mind, it needs to come through the clouds. Clouds are, it's a temporary problem, it's saying, okay? So what I would translate this, it means that it's actually by working on yourself, you can very easily remove this obstacle here, which is in the cloud. It's in our mind. So this guiltiness is in our mind. We just need to change the setup of our mind, and that's the major lesson. Yeah. So do not feel guilty for this. The major achievement is said that although we didn't put a lot of efforts, we are still lucky. So if this is the lesson and you understand this lesson, so immediately when you will understand that you are still lucky, you will get off this feeling of guiltiness or whatever. So you will start just putting effort to do something. Yeah. I would say with the silence or with the star in the reverse, maybe you grounded yourself a bit. I mean, that's not exactly achievement, yeah. It's just maybe under, so the achievement, universal protection, let's say, it's not really the achievement of your work because you didn't put a lot of work into, but the star fall from the sky down. Yeah. So you do understand that you can't maybe you can't travel uh, by the stars. You need to put your roots somewhere, yeah? And you should let go of comparison. So maybe you try to offer yourself too much because you are searching for a love, and you let the chain of events are always affecting your life. You're comparing yourself with the others, and you're unhappy and unsatisfied with yourself. So that's what you need to drop off. So you probably need to understand that you are still lucky. That's what you need. You need to feel the gratitude for what you have, because you didn't put a lot of efforts, but you still did get a lot of things. And the theme would be, I mean, you will have to find your balance, and you will have to, or either understand that the moonlight is not giving the physical reality, but there is a certain truth here. So it's an subconscious mind which is potentially guiding you. So some kind of a past life, or I'm not going to the past life, I will just remain on this life here. So maybe some childhood things are actually coming forward all the time. And this somehow, this fortune, something is doing with the fortune, which you need to understand anyway. Yeah. So this Page of Pentacles, which is adventure in the Osho Zen, in the reverse. So he is the most reliable page when he is upright. When he is in the reverse, he is too materialistically oriented. Is maybe, or he's maybe very, very slow. So this change which is happening, I would say that it is very, very slow, but very, very small thing, and it wouldn't. So you need to drop the travel, I would say, because this is a traveler. If I'm combining this with the I Ching message, I would say, and with the trust, with the Fool, and this one is going into the unknown. You see, just going into it's going into the rainbow, but it's in the reverse. Yeah. So it will be a slow process, and you will have an option to check yourself inside. But you need to take care really which way you will choose. You need to stop wandering around. You need to commit yourself to something, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a work, whether it's a study, whatever it is, but you need to commit yourself to this. Stop wandering and traveling around. Respect where you are, respect universe, which is obviously despite of the fact that you didn't put a lot of effort, it's still giving you a chances. Discover yourself. And get rest of a travel. It doesn't mean get rest of a work, but of a travel in your case. Get stop traveling, rest, put yourself somewhere, go into yourself, inner yourself, and try to find out what is the best for you. So 2023 for you, pile 3, if you are resonating with this, it will be a challenging by current energy. You can always change it by understanding what is, what are you doing wrong, what is wrong, and apply this understanding into everyday life. So for you, I'm not talking about the physical travel, could be, but I'm not talking about the physical travel only, about any kind of a journey, from friend to friend, from partner to partner, from just every day, just letting that the life is rumbling you around, as it's saying here, and that you are just changing these friendships, or or maybe not being involved with anyone from your heart, even if it is a job, yeah, but two materialistic things which are even not working out for you very much, yeah. So in the transition you will feel this resistance to recept, to accept, to be Queen of Cups, to deep dive into the water of the emotion, and here as well. Yeah. So we have here fire and the mountain. We don't have any water element in this I Ching. Yeah. So. Um, if you will plan good, and if you will be able to trust and to deep dive into the water of emotion, the success is guaranteed. But you need to do this transition very well and turn some of these cards around. I will stop here. I'm not going to pull any additional oracle message because the cards are saying enough. I wish you all the best, and see you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 4, those one who resonates with the snowflake or with the centering in truth or good fate. The I Ching hexagram is talking about being truthful with no prejudice, so allowing the true nature to come out. It's saying that whatever you are offering, offer from your heart and don't overdo. So don't offer what you can't offer. I mean, the story is behind the it's saying pig and fishes because during the winter times people were not able to sacrifice to the gods big animals like cows, and they gave fishes, and the gods accepted that and still blessed them because they knew that that's what they sacrificed, it's what they can. Yeah, so they didn't penetrate into their own existence to just to fulfill the wishes of the gods. Yeah, so be truthful, offer what you can, do not uh, stand still, stand up, stand upward. Yeah. But always presenting the truth. That's the message for 61. So let's see if the tarot cards will matching with this one. So pile number 1 and 2 were very straight for reading. Pile number 3 was a bit more complicated. And let's see what is going on Always will go on with the pile number 4. Okay, so pile number 4. So 2022, major lesson, major achievement. Oops, okay, leave it. What to let go from 2022. So what to expect in 2023 and what will be the biggest challenge. The theme of 2023, advice and the message for 2023, and the transition. Okay, so let's see the major lesson. King of Pentacles in the reverse. So even if we are very rich, if we build our kingdom, it still can fall apart. So the only thing which we can carry with us is our knowledge, our wisdom, our inner truth. Everything else is not really stable. So the King of Pentacles, he's taking care about the material prosperity of his kingdom, and that's not bad. Of course, we need to have a material prosperity as well. It's not something what is to be criticized. But if we are trying to overachieve what we have, then it's wrong. Or if we think that only material things are giving the stability, it's wrong. Or if we think that giving material things to other people can help them, for example, or yeah, can help them. Yeah. So in sense of the I Ching, it's a question whether we gave to someone too much or we are striving to achieve more material things than we need. And we are possessive over the material things. Yeah, we stepped into this experience. Was it this experience which did we experiencing this thing that we overdone something? Let's see how the reading will go. So for the achievement, I pulled out 2 cards and I just left them be, 2 of them. So it was supposed to be this one, but then it's also come this one. Achievement. Okay. So 2022, we celebrated. We reached something and we let go of something from the past, something what didn't serve us anymore, and that was the big achievement. So we can say we can really celebrate this. So we let go of something what didn't serve us, and we celebrated this, and that's the biggest achievement. Or we did understand, we won over something. What else I can say? You see the change, the caterpillar, yeah. So that's the biggest achievement. We transformed somehow, in whichever sense it means. that we transformed. What do we have to let go? Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, so we have to let go this uh, thinking of too much thinking of the material world. So we are concentrating on the material world. We are still moving forward, trying to um, gain some material wealth. We maybe have to let go of this. I mean, here with the King of Pentacles in the reverse, it can also be a fear that we will not be able to handle if we don't have enough. And we have to stop accumulating. We have a solid foundation. We achieved everything with the effort, and now we don't need to put any efforts anymore. It will come. We don't need to be in a fear of not having. Let's move forward, and then we will potentially come back. So what to expect? Page of Cups. It seems that we will have another opportunity to fight for something. We are here behind the fence, but the fence is broken. And we are quite keen, we are looking over there and keen to fight for something. But we are also sensitive, quite sensitive with the Page of Cups. And this could be maybe an obstacle. Our emotions are maybe in the dangers with this another fight, or we need to show a bit more of gentleness towards someone. Or the other person. We are dealing here in a relationship with the woman. If you are a man and you are fighting for some woman, or you are lost contact with her, then it seems that either she or you is going to take another chance. But there is some obstacles here in the form of very gentle and very sensitive Page of Cups. Very sincere Page of Cups. Okay. So the major theme would be also our mental understanding of being hurted. Yeah, so something hurted us, or something is going to hurt us. But we will have to understand that this is the mental construction of, if we love unconditionally, we let go. So the advice would be that we should see things from behind. The physical reality is not the truth. So what you see as physical reality is not the truth. The truth is behind. You have to switch on your subtle instincts. You will be walking through the forest overnight, and everything would look very dangerous to you if you would try to see these things with the physical eyes. So you will have to switch on your intuition, your inner knowledge, your inner understanding to, and it will start from April, or April will be important to listen this advice and the message. Listen to your intuition. Try not to look at the things with the physical reality. February. Another one wanted to come out. Okay, this one. Celebrating fun and enjoyment. Let me see. Transition 3 of Wands. Okay, so you are waiting for something. I know what. I don't know, for whatever reason I didn't check this one. The Fool. Gaining a trust. Let the things. Gaining the trust into the universe. Gaining the trust. Gaining the trust. The Sun. The Knight of Wands. 8 of Cups in the reverse. Okay. Pile 3 and 4. Quite complicated reading, I would say. What is this 3 of Wands here? Chain of events. Okay, so let's try now to pull this together. So it's again pile 3 and 4 more complicated than 1 and 2. So having in mind that the general message for this reading is centering in the truth. So give what you can give. Do not show off and give what you are not able to give, or to go into your substance by giving just to show up or just to please the gods, whoever the god is. Yeah, so whoever the god you are worshipping is. So 2022 was not bad. You achieved something. You left. You came from that to a rebirth. So something new starts to emerging. The things are changing. The things are not always as they were. So the change is coming. So now here we have to be careful with the 6 of Wands, because 6 of Wands, they are also presenting a showing up and celebrating after celebration, let's say. So when we achieve something, we should celebrate this, of course, have a good time and everything else, but then we have to start our life, normal life, not showing and not driving blindly anymore on a wing of a success. So a new battle starts and the dangers are lurking around, so we can't really slip on our past achievements. So now this death or rebirth. when we are talking about the, so we are on the achievement position, that's why I'm reading like this, yeah. So we obviously did achieve something, we overcome some dangerous situation, or or we left behind something, and we started new. That's the, and we celebrated this. But now it's the end of the celebration. Yeah. So the lesson is maybe here, you stepped into the new experience. Yeah, you stepped into the new experience. So drop off what you achieved. Don't rely on this, what you achieved, and start new. So don't behave like you are king on a pile of money, or in the castle or something. Yeah. So that's the lesson. You did achieve, you did one step. It's not the end. So you start new. And this is, you start new. So whatever you have, great, you achieved, but now you need to step into the new experience. And it could be that this experience will be very, very different, that this what we achieved financially, material, is not this anymore. So we put the so we have a solid foundation, we did it with the effort, and now we should let go of that. We should step into this new experience. This is taking that this, what is the major lesson, it's also can be that the major lesson is that nothing is forever, that we actually do understand nothing is forever. Nothing is forever. And maybe also that there is not only material things which are valid, but there are many other things which we need to be careful of. So stepping into this new experience, we are here on the fence, and we are ready for a new battle. But seems that here we didn't build up enough emotional what would be the word? Empathy, but not really empathy. But so I mean, one option is that we didn't build enough emotional empathy. Let's call it empathy, although it's not the right word, but it will maybe come into my mind what it is. But the other option is that we are afraid being gentle, being kind, and being nice. We used to fight, and we've been on a very high position. Now we need to deal with the emotions, with the gentle emotions, with this woman, whoever this woman presents, mother, daughter, father, I mean not father, girlfriend, lovers, or whatever. We will have to be very, very gentle. Very compassion. That's actually the word, compassion. We didn't build a lot of compassion. We've been like in a rough fights. We've been used to rough fights. It will be, the theme would be either the past hurts arguing about, you hurt me, I don't know, whatever, if it is kind of a reconciliation, let's say, or if you are talking to your parents, they hurt you and so on, or to your children and so on and so on, and there will be accusation and troubles. And the message is that you have to look under the skin. So the whole thing will maybe start somewhere in February or in April. Um, Maybe during some celebration, enjoyment, or when you will celebrate and enjoy and these kind of things, take care that the physical reality is not the truth. So it's not the real truth is hidden to the physical eyes. But it seems that you are quite aware of this. You are waiting for the right time. You are waiting that something is coming towards you. You are waiting for the perfect wave to take an action. To go with the board and ride the perfect wave. And actually you are waiting, or you expect that someone else is waiting you here. But apart from passion, you will have to have also a compassion and love, true love from your heart. Be true to yourself. It's the winds over the lake. The perfect match is what is important, but it's important to be true to yourself. Potentially it can be you or another woman, a friend, mother. Yeah, the chain of events which are going to affect. So this wind, which is going to make a perfect wave. You don't let go of something, and it seems that you will somehow made some of this, made a full happiness, and you will somehow gain this truth because he full, he is possessing this unconditioned trust. She trusts that even if she falls, she will fall in the water. In the water of the emotion, doesn't matter, or physically into the water, and there is no dangers if she fall into the water. If she knows how to swim, if you know how to handle relationships, you can swim. But this is here a bit of the obstacle, yeah, in the expect and the biggest challenge. So this fall here, this dropping into this water of the emotion, will be kind of a challenge. And compassion, I would say that this is a compassion. So the transition here, so there is a new situation born already in 2022. A new experience, change, death, and the rebirth. You are in the solid foundation, but now you need to move out of this solid foundation. You need, or maybe you just need to move out of the thinking that everything needs to be 100% sure. that you are doing something. Maybe you should also give up of this one, and that the chain of events will actually surprise you. Although you are waiting here, this is the transition, yeah. So from this discs here, from this material wealth or stability, you are moving into the passion, into the wants, which is still, yeah. So this is action of non-action, and the chain of events will come, but you are ready here. You're ready because you already know that the things are changing, and you're ready to fight. You're ready to fight a new battle. Pay attention on February and the April. And pay attention onto this hurt, because this can be very much connected to this Page of Cups, who is very sensitive, very gentle. He's offering love from his heart, yeah, but he is also maybe in fear of being hurted, and that will be the main theme, the main trouble. A lot of acquisition. Who hurt whom? But you've been there, you know this, because this is another battle, yeah, because this is fighting. Nine of Wands is fighting for something what you've already been, so giving another chance. I will leave you here, pile number 4. I'm not going to take any additional cards because I think that the situation is here quite clear. So for me is that you began something new in 2022. Or the situation is already ready and you are here in transition waiting for something. It could be that something is going to surprise you waiting here, and it will push you sooner than you think into the situation to fight again for this. And there will be a lot of accusation, but you will need to understand that the things are not as you see them. Maybe especially pay attention into the February and the April at the time of kind of a celebration. Things are not as you, things will not be as you see them. Try to see under the skin. Thank you very much, and I hope see you in another reading. Bye, pile number 4. Hi, pile number 5, I believe. Welcome to the reading. So those one who resonate with the hexagram number 3, difficulties at the beginning, or this jingle bell, or just the universal golden tarot. So difficulties at the beginning. Oh, as I mentioned in each pile, I will mention here as well. So this is not a replacement for I Ching reading or I Ching reading. This is just a message help for the tarot reading. So the I Ching reading needs to be done with the coins or with the sticks. To follow the changing line, which with the cards we can't achieve, but I'm using tarot for, let's say, the changing line or the additional explanation, and this is just a general message. So the message number 3, difficulties at the beginning, is presenting the water over the thunder, and the explanation is that Sprout has troubles in the beginning to come out and flourish, and it's talking about that there are difficulties which are lurking around. There is a danger of a chaos, which is always good to learn the lessons, but it can very easily take over us, upon us, and if we are not um, aware of the fact that there is a certain difficulties for the sprout to come to the light, to come to the sun. So nothing should be taken lightly at this moment. So if even if the problem which you are facing with seems for you very small, you should not just wave with the hand saying, ah, doesn't matter. It could be heavy, or it could develop into a heavier issue. So situation is going into the uncharted water, and confusion can easily take you over. So don't let that event own you. That's the general message. So let's see how tarot will be matching with this message or not matching. Let's see. So we have just a second, sorry, apologize. Sorry, I had to pick a phone call. So we have 2022, yeah. So the major lessons, or lesson, the major achievement, and what to let go. Now we have what to expect in 2023 and the major challenge we will face in to achieve this. What will be the main theme or theme of 2023, advice and the message for 2023, and the transition. Oh wow, okay. So we have here a journey, I would say, from single to a married woman to Queen of Pentacles. She's sitting upright on her throne. She's taking care of her kingdom on gently way, with her practical approach and abilities. She's a very practical woman. She knows how to organize everyday things in her kingdom. So means at her home, at her job, whatever this reading will be about for you. She is lacking kind of an emotions, but it's not necessary good or bad, depends on a situation. Yeah, so let's see what is the major lesson. Wow, the devil. And the devil is presenting these difficulties at the beginning, this sprouting, this chaos, this changes from the I Ching. So the major lesson is probably do not be tempted with the things which seem very attractive, but they are not necessarily good for us. Since devil is also a Capricorn, so it's earth energy from one perspective. It's also he is also tempted for material things. I'm saying this just because of this lady, although she is upright. So I'm keen to read this as a um, light energy, so as the right energy, as the positive energy. I'm not keen to say positive, negative, but as this right path, as she's taking the right path. But is this a consequence or this is the cause? It's obviously there was a lot of temptation, and that was the major lesson learned. It could be that we've learned that we are not uh, chained into a certain situation, that we are free to go like these lovers are. So we're free to make a decision, or we are free to go from a marriage, we are free to go out of the relationship, out of parents' home or whatever, which no one is actually holding us. It's only we who are making the picture in which we are not allowed to uh, release ourselves. Uh, it's saying discord among friends and the family. So some temptation was here in sense of this discord. But let's move forward and then we will go back if it will be necessary. What is the major achievements? Okay, so you've gained kind of a stability. Home. It's probably this Queen of Pentacles here. Kind of a celebration. You reached some, I don't know, anniversary or jubilee or um, something important. Maybe you've got married. Uh, your enterprise flourished, but it's something very close to your um, let's say heart on one side, uh, very dear to you. So it's not just that you achieved kind of a success at your job position and that's it, but it's very dear to you. It's something you are considering as a home situation or something. So there was kind of a very stable situation. So this was an achievement. On the other side is a major lesson that there is in a discord family. Uh, you've learned that you should not be tempted to the lower standard than it's necessary. So if someone else is mean or negative, we should not respond this way. Archway, you see, archway. New opportunities, possibilities, and paths are opening up. So you achieved something. It's probably that you went through some difficult situation here. It could be also a drinking problem, drugs problem, addiction problem here. But you managed somehow to gain the stability. And what to let go? So you have kind of a hope which is not very grounded. It's still star on the sky. And it seems that you need to let go of this additional wish. But let's see uh, how the reading will go, and then we will go back, because she is Aquarius, so she is the star is a is a mind, is a mental energy, and but she's pouring water into the earth, so she's trying to bring some water into the earth energy, some emotions into the earth energies. Someone is trying to come in between. Maybe you are praying, or you are wishing, or you are trying to heal of something. Someone is trying to make a discord, or was trying, and you have a kind of a wish upon a star. Let's see what to expect in 2023. Okay, so the situation is far from over, seems. We have 17 in a star, and then we have 8. 1 plus 7 is 8. 8. And we have here the energy of mind, mental energy, and it's actually refusing to see something, or not coming out of mind, thinking and overthinking about something, and just not just coming out because it's possible to come out. Because there is a way out, but in the Rider White it's also somehow connected to a bow. So is she trying to connect with her higher self and understand the position? But she's still sacrificing herself, or the blockage is sacrificing her, sacrificing the Hanged Man. So it's like you are in a stuck position. You can't come out of something. Or you are keep hanging in this hanged position, not really understanding that you don't need to hang anymore. You need to turn around and come down. You've seen the other perspective maybe, or you agree or disagree with this other perspective, but somehow the situation on the ground is changed and you are refusing to see the thing. So it will not help you anymore trying to gain some knowledge, or this is the spiritual knowledge which you are actually trying to achieve, but at the same time it's actually blocking you because you need to pull yourself out of the situation in which you are. In which you are, or in which you will be. So that's for the future. That's a warning in advance, so you can avoid this if you recognize this. Mountain, you are on the road to success. So you are on the road to success. You can achieve what you want. You will be able to achieve what you want, but you will need to open up your mind. It's a chaotic situation from the I Ching number 3. So there are lessons to be learned, which this Hanged Man is supposed, but he is now here crossing here, yeah. Communication, or using tools which you have available to do the magic, and maybe some situation which seems like situation which is not possible to help anymore. You maybe you are waiting for a magic, or you need to communicate, or you need to reach out and communicate, or the main theme would be a communication. So the magician is also a manipulator. So if he's in the reverse, since I'm reading reversals, when he's upright, we are uh, or I'm saying that it's his positive side, which is being able to create something from nothing with his tools, climbing towards the success. You are on the road to success. So 2023. But you need probably to give up on a certain argue on the verbal conflict you had, or you are going to have, and you will need to take care or which position you're going to take on where are you, because no one here is actually a winner on these cards. Yeah, although these people are living and he seems to be like a winner, but he's not the winner. He lost as well, so he was fighting for something what is not actually beneficial for him. It's just his ego who is satisfied at the moment because they left, but maybe they are actually in a good position. They lost the battle and they are leaving. But he is not a winner either. Or he didn't gain anything with this. Actually, devastating them, taking them. I mean, he even doesn't want to pick them up. They are still lying here down. The aces of truth, the higher self, the consciousness, the pure true. Okay, I will come back. So let me see this transition. You will lose your, you will try to manipulate something, so maybe even yourself. Are you going to behave a bit arrogant? Not with the big knowledge or the big wisdom of something. Okay. So, let me put things like this. There was a high 2022. There was a high addiction, really high, because the devil is really presenting a high, and there was an discord among friends or a family because of this addiction towards money, towards I don't know, drinking problems, drugs problems, whatever is when we are addicted to, whether it's you or someone from your environment, from your family, from your friends, or you personally are not able to move from this chain. And that's the major lesson. That's the major lesson. You've been pulled towards addiction and you were not able to release yourself. But you did achieve somehow. You built a home or some stable environment or something very stable, or you are surrounded with your family in a very stable situation. You had a support, although you've been in this, or you were giving a support to this person, although this person was in a bad condition. The devil is also presenting ego, so it could be that you've learned lesson of ego, of introducing your truth about the other truth, although you knew, maybe you even knew, that the things were not correct. And it's related to some kind of a disorder, and that's something what you have to let go. So now we have a star, we have a healing, and we have a wish upon a star. If we are correlating this to what to let go, I would say that you need to let go of a hope that this someone who is trying to come in between you and a friend or something you want, you can't just wish. You have to do something. And this Four of Wands here, although it's presenting wands and although it's presenting action per se, let's say, because it's a wands, it's still a tranquil situation of non-moving, so like a stable situation. So I would say that you achieved somehow stabilized the situation, bring it into some new position, but it's far from being over. And you are not in the position to say, oh, now it's over. It's not over. You could not just dream about it, but you will have to take an action. So you have to let go of the fact that it's over. It's not. You are still in a dangers that your sprout is not going to come out. Yeah, maybe it show a bit out, but it's still in a danger. Because probably of your broken ego, or also maybe because of a non-knowledge, because you think that you just can wish upon a star for something, you will behave a bit in a transition, you will behave a bit arrogant, not really knowing things, not really completely understand things, being in the energy of a Page of Wands who is very young energy, I'm not saying by the ages, but by the experience, unmature energy. He wants something and he goes for it quite stubborn and quite with the high ego. And this is not the way how we are going to resolve the problems. Yeah, so now we are coming in 2023 where you will still be blinded, still waiting this star to give you some kind of an information, hanging probably on the tree, thinking that you will gain the spiritual knowledge just like this, and it could be that it will actually last all until September. But you are on the road to success, so sooner or later you will understand this. It's just a question when, it's a question whether it's worth being this. I think because you are listening this, that you need to rethink which part here is your ego, standing on the fence of being right, which is here 5 of Swords as well. So we have this one and this one and this one, which are showing ego. So the theme is how to be a magician. So how to uh, uh, create something from nothing, how to communicate on the right way, on the way that you would be climbing toward the success. So only the right communication. He's a big creator, yeah, he can create whatever he wants. He is upright. Since I'm reading reversals, I would avoid a bit of a manipulation, but with the surrounding cards, I think that you need to pay attention what is a manipulation and what is the truly from your heart manifestation or a magic which you can bring to this world, because the advice is to see where are you. Who are you on this picture? Were you finished because of this? Because the problems to be resolved, you can't just stubbornly moving towards resolving. You need to understand the problem. Be the Queen of Pentacles, practical. It seems that it is about the marriage because it's like from single with the Chariot, so to achieve the marriage position, to become a marriage, or to become recognized, or to become the alpha female in the environment, to become one to be listened to. Where I think you are still operating with a lot of ego, or someone else is operating with a lot of ego. If it is about someone else, yeah. But you will have to learn. You will have to understand how to manifest, how to overcome this situation. This situation where someone else is trying to come in between something you want. So you want this sprout to become a flower, to become a tree. But at the moment you are taking, or the first step from the energy where you are at the moment is not the right one. So you can't, first you need to educate yourself about the problem, understand the problem deeply. So understand what is this addiction about. Understanding that you have a home, that you have a stable environment, that's your achievement. So you did, irrespective of all the troubles, you did manage somehow to remain, so to leave this environment stable, but it's not the end of the work. So don't fool yourself. And open your eyes, move out of this Eight of Swords. Step down from this tree. If you want a success. So from the current energies, it will last until September if you are not going to do anything. So if you want a new home, you need a new attitude. And the attitude of the ego is not the right attitude. To fighting, to have a verbal matches with someone, to, I don't know, compete who is better, who did this and who did that, and so on, because you have obviously a nice home. You still didn't leave this home, you're still living in this environment, whether you are a wife, a husband, a child, a parent, whatever. But all around, so apart from this one, all around is not nice energies. And the theme is how to transfer this bad energies which are obviously developed around you. Don't fool yourself, don't go into the verbal conflict and these kind of things. How actually to manifest the better things, because this is what is bringing you to the success. So you are on the road to success, but you need to understand things. What is actually going wrong? And I would say that here is kind of an addiction, whatever the addiction is, and the verbal conflict about this addiction all the time. And trying to stubborn and immature resolving issue even now further on. Yeah. So that's all pile number 5. Thank you for joining me. Hope it helps. And as I said in many piles, I don't know if really in each, don't try to fit into the story. If it's resonate with you, if you can recognize instantly, you can feel it, then it's okay. If this is not your story, just don't try to make up this story. But of course, think very good, because the addictions and these kind of things can be very hidden, or we can actually hide. Don't want to recognize this. Yeah, so we don't want to recognize this addiction in our home. And the home is nice, you have, and maybe you materially achieved a lot of things, but even get married, have a nice home, but you are living in a dream which you need to give up, and understand that you are living in a toxic environment, and that you will need to take things into your hand to actually resolve them. And no verbal conflict, that's not the right way. It needs to be the understanding. So thank you very much, pile number 5. See you in another reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 6. Welcome to this reading. So the message 57, gentle penetration, which is the I Ching message I'm using in this reading as a message you've chosen to hear by selecting a pile. And it's not an I Ching replacement, because I Ching needs to be done with the coins or with the sticks. But I'm using tarot instead of coins and sticks, and using this I Ching just as a message. So the general message for those one who resonate with the pile 6, with the message gentle penetration, or with the Osho Zen tarot, or I don't know, number 6, or the angel, is actually this is a wind upon wind, and the wind is able to penetrate in each hole. It can feel every hole. So it's talking about being being humble through all the life, and find the right way and the right place to penetrate in, and to either push someone forward if it's necessary, or bring some kind of calm energy into the situation. So the situation here is supposed to be unstable at this moment, and by being humble, or by understanding other position as well, know where to penetrate and how to penetrate, we can actually um, put a new thought into other person uh, mind, and enable other person to grow. But let's see what the tarot cards are going to tell us in this reading. So pile number 6. What is the major lesson of 2022? What was the major achievement of 2022? And what to let go from 2022? What expect in 2023, and what will be the major challenge? The theme of 2023, and the advice or the message, and then the transition from 2022 to 2023. 6 of Pentacles, equal give and taking, compromises is also the energy. Yeah, let's see if this is let's see what the cards are saying, and then we will go back and explain I Ching, if it's matching or if it's not matching. Okay, so the major lesson is a Queen of Pentacles. She's upright, she's creative, she's a mother, she is taking care of her home, of her kingdom. She's a married woman. Now I'm not talking about the physical situation, yeah, but it can be unmarried as well. I'm just talking. So she's full of abundance, surrounded with the good colors, with the nice colors, with the good energy. She's pregnant with the ideas, or with the baby. She's naked, and she's in a green, yeah, so she opened up her heart. She's also meditating. So what is the major lesson? I will come back. I would say that you drop into the female energy, that you learned, or you just gained this knowledge, you just start to understanding how to deal with the man, or you are pregnant with this man, or you are building an idea of a new home. Let's see what is the major achievement. Consciousness, Ace of Swords. You gain some kind of an understanding of clear mind, of clear understanding of a mathematical truth. You are standing upon the truth, completely conscious of what the truth is. It's upright. It's a big achievement. So the truth came from the above, and your mind is capable to soak it and to understand it. Yeah, so we have this third eye here. It's a full consciousness. So you've been on a spiritual path and you achieved spiritual equilibrium. Let's see. You maybe did understand how to gently penetrate. It could also be that you had plans which were unsuccessful, but you recognize the truths. You recognize that the plans were unsuccessful, that they didn't work, but you are standing behind this one. But let's see what to let go. Of a fight, of a mental fight, of an being right. So he is presenting the wind. And he probably needs to understand that he needs to penetrate gently, that he can bring a message which is good or which is bad, but he on the first place needs to be humble. So do not manipulate with the messages, do not rush with the messages, but wait for the proper time, for the exact time when the message can be fruitful. Yeah, so it seems that there in 2022 there was something unsuccessfully done. It could also be that you understand that you are on your own, that you as a female energy, you are on your own enough, that you first need to stand on your own, not having a man to be happy or but find this happiness inside of you. Let's see what to expect. So there will be kind of a resistance to something, or kind of a stubborn energy, maybe trying to resist change. So it will be difficult for you to penetrate in gentle as a wind, and because it's not enough to have information or to be capable of giving information or to resolve a problem knowing exactly what needs to be done. You need to know when to place this information and how to place and into which hole place this information that it would resonate and give the sound out. Like like in organs, you need to know which how to make a music that the sound of this music is nice and it's rhythmic. But here we have a Queen of Wands in the reverse, actually crossed by the King. So we have equal power, feminine and the masculine power. And the feminine power is not really understanding, because when Queen of Wands is upright, she's she's very giving energy, and she is very attractive, very charming. She doesn't need to lead. Everyone is just following her. When she's entering the room, everyone is just turning around. She's so relaxed and so not in a in feeling that she has a power. Yeah, when she is in a reverse, then that's the opposite of that. Not completely opposite. I'm not reading that the reversals are really completely opposite, but she is a bit full of herself and of her power, and she is trying to a bit stubbornly enforce her, but then in the opposite, she has some masculine mind energy which is trying to control everything. So if you are trying to resolve a situation here which was maybe born here, mm, um, you, you become aware of the problem, but it seems that you will still not resolving this on the proper way. Your consciousness of what the truth is, but you have to let go of this rushing into conclusion, but you will be dealing with this rushing into the conclusion, and maybe kind of a resistance, but a stubborn resistance. Maybe you will, because of your conscious understanding, you will maybe try to infiltrate it into someone, but it will not come to the right ears. So it will be enforced. There's no gentle penetration here. Okay, see, it says that you will be receiving or giving a precious gift. Let's continue and then we will come back. Yeah, because it could be that you will try to give, but this someone will not be able to accept it. It will hold back. But let's see. Okay, so we have here a couple of this queen. So we have a king of wands, and strong leading energy, who is a rebellion. Uh, but queen of wands, she's using a spiritual and the softness, spiritual energy, and the softness of a female energy, while king of wands, he is using more masculine, more direct energy, more force of a power, of course knowing how to gently implement it, but on the masculine way, so much more direct. So let's see, since we have a compromise here as well, a compromise. You will receive it. Okay, let me see this one. We'll have to let go of something. You will have to let go of something, and you know it because it's in the reverse. You know it. You're still scared, but you know it. You know, because whichever hands you are drop off, there will be a damage. So it only can work if you give up, and that's the advice, that you need to give up. And then the honor and the respect will come to you. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Let me just pull this explanation for the strength, for the courage to come out in this. Okay. So was 2022 a hard year for you, which you somehow overcome? So you overcome the problem. Could be in a relationship or it doesn't matter, and you become very, very aware of what is true, and very aware that your plans are not going to be realized, but you need a new idea, a fresh start, because the outcome of this problem will not so you can't gain it with the fight, or you can't with your mind create a new potential, a new energy. You need a new wind. uh, there is a resistance here. So either you are the one who is receiving, either you are one, but there will be an exchange of a gift. But there will be a strong, strong resistance. So the mind is going to resist. Some very stubborn energies here. Um, you can't gain courage or someone else. So although you are fully consciousness of that your plans are unsuccessful and that there will not be a realization of your plans, you still obviously don't have really a courage or a strength to let go. You still try to fight for something. And now here someone is right, someone is wrong, and this who is wrong is also or infiltrated with the wrong messages, or maybe trying to bribe someone. So since the King of Wands is upright, he is in his uh, positive, in his young energy, and he is trying to break the chains, move forward, while this female energy is trying to keep things backward. So like this transmission from the Queen of Pentacles, who obviously on the material level achieved everything and is very creative energy, is now called out to become the Queen of Wands, so show the passion and move forward, but she doesn't have a courage to do this. So is she tired? Is she really tired? Are you tired of 2022 and you can't move forward? And if you want this respect, you have to let go. So apply this knowledge which you gained. That's the major achievement. You know the truths. You gained knowledge of the truth, and you've been facing with it, and you've been accepted it. And you can see from the third eye, but some kind of a stubbornness is still driving you. You still want to fight for something which is broken, and you need a fresh start, some new idea, You are too tired, don't have a strength anymore, or you are tempted with something, yeah. But you keep 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 fighting here, and maybe you even try to bribe someone. But the diamond is very strong. Uh, it's the strongest gemstone. So it's very, very firm here. So now it's a question whether it's good or bad, because if this is a very strong person, but is it also humble, as the gentle penetration is saying? And here we have this compromise, equal give and taken. And it seems, I mean, the card itself is not explained on this way, but here in this context here, it seems that you gain the logical understanding, but you are still not, you are too you are standing too firm here and here and here, fighting for something very strong, but you need to know how and when to penetrate. You need to know the exact time when to give information, which can then bring a fruition of of a result you want to achieve. Because here is saying honor and the respect will come for you once you will let go. You know, when you will let go, maybe the things will start coming back. I don't know, from these cards is not, it really can be for any situation, like I don't know, part 1 and 2 were really driving to the life situation, or I don't know why, I think 1 and 2, while this one is not driving to, it can be any situation. It doesn't really driving me to something like, I don't know, third party situation or changing a job or whatever. It can be about anything, but you are, although you are completely aware of the situation, and you understand that your plans are unsuccessful, it seems that you are, and you need to let go of fighting for uh, for the truth, or no, because the bridge is broken and you need something new. So you probably need kind of a vacation to really uh, digest this whole situation. You are not taking, I think, but uh, you're tired, and you're just trying to keep some things together, maybe even gift it someone, try to reach kind of a compromising situation. uh, try to try, yeah, try to reach compromise, yeah. Um, but this trying to reach a compromise is actually downgraded you. So you need to let go if you want to uh, achieve and respect and honor. And when you will achieve this, then the things will start turning around. I don't. I'm just thinking to pull some cards here, but um, I'm not going to because it can bring more confusion than the situation is already confused. So the 57 hexagram is a hexagram which is saying now it's the unstable time, and you need to very well think of when to place some words somewhere, because the winds are words, winds are, yeah, so the words can go very quickly out, uh, and can fill any uh, um, every nook and cranny. So and then when we penetrate with words, with our thoughts into somewhere, somebody's mind, we can make this uh, other mind change. But now, what words, which words, what time? So what do we want to achieve? If we are completely clear of what the truth is, and when we are fully consciousness, and if we are standing behind the truth and nothing but the truth, then we need to be very honest and not trying to achieve this kind of a compromise, or trying to um, uh, or someone else is trying to give you something to make a compromise, but you need to let go. And diamond is also an air element. Pile number 6, this will be all for you. I'm not going to pull out another cards because for me it's quite clear. I hope it's for you too. If not, take another reading, another reader, or come back another time when some other reading will be available. Thank you very much for tuning in, and hope see you soon. Bye.